But then we can slide on and we can talk about the last story for the day. I meant to get your thoughts on this for a good little minute now because I've been seeing more about it. I've been getting very interested in it. It got some rumors that it might actually be a free-to-play project fully out the gate when it drops. But Arc Raiders, they had their play tests and they had their rounds where they were again showing people the game, getting people some hands-on time. Kai, you managed to get some hands-on time yourself, and I would love to hear from you what you felt, how you took in all the sights and sounds of Arc Raiders.
Game is absolutely insane. Embark fucking cooks, bro. Like, the thing is, it's so different from. Of course, it is, but it's so different in terms of feeling from the finals. But like that Embark polish is just. Like I'm just gonna talk about it from like the actual experience of playing the game is like crazy levels of immersion. Like the actual like visual fidelity of the game, like the sound design is just off the charts. Like you're inside and it's like you're going on a solo run, you're inside a building. It's like you can hear everything. Like you can tell when like I play Apex for a living, so I don't get blessed with good sounding games. Right? But I felt like I actually felt like Daredevil playing that game.
Damn.
It's like I knew what surface you were on. I know what footwear you were wearing as you were approaching me. Like I could hear you breathe. Like it was seriously some of the. It just made for like such a. It added to the. What's the right word to describe? Like the
what the ambiance,
no, like you see when you're playing extraction shooters, you're already like quite scared.
Oh, the tension.
Like,
Okay.
The tension was just off the charts. Like you're already scared, but then you just have this environment that is just so immersive. And the enemies, like the actual like AI enemies, are they don't play, bro. Like you actually are. You're actually scared of them when you're playing it, because the different ranges of them, like you obviously have like your grunt level ones, but like some of the high tier level ones are genuinely some of the like scariest like AI enemies I've come across.
Bro,
and I didn't even take on like the queens and stuff. I didn't even get to that level. I only played about 25ish hours. Like I got close to like getting like unlocking most of the stuff they had available and stuff, but in terms of like my gear and my loot, it just wasn't up there yet. But it's such a like well done game. Like seriously, shout out to Embark. Like they've created some really good experiences from finals across to this. Like I'm sure this game is going to be nothing but success, and I think them dropping this game, I hope they actually don't drop this game free to play. Like I feel like they could have
a little paywall and then open it up.
Yeah, like I feel like with the finals, like I honestly don't care if you're aimbotting and hacking. Like I'm just gonna leave and go next.
Yeah,
but
that's also true.
If you're hacking in an extraction shooter, the stakes are much higher. Generally like
that's a pure experience. You don't want people.
That's a pure experience that you don't want people to fuck with. So I would happily pay the price that they said they would. I think it was like £40, $40.
Yeah, 40.
It was estimated to be at.
I think it was 40.
I think for the experience you're getting is like that is well worth the price.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. The things I've been seeing with it so far, I get really excited again. And I'm not normally an extraction shooter person. I'll be real. Again, the only last thing I really like committed to was like the Division, really, and that was years ago. So I was very interested seeing this, and the more you showed me through again just some of the snippets online and things that were being shown off, I'm like, that again, like you said, that immersive feeling was so present from what I saw, and I'm like, damn, I get super excited for that. And I think there was a clip of that, might have been a Queen AI or whatever the hell that you were talking about. Like there was a clip of somebody that, like, I think they might have just sent one round out outside. They were on top of a building, like sent one round out, and he just heard something. They said, "Whoop," and then something jumped from the bottom of the building all the way up to the top, right where they were, and smacked into them. I was like, oh nah, this is different. The enemies
are like actually intelligent. It's crazy because you have to worry about players, and then like, these enemies are actually, the way they work is actually so smart. Like it's a really fun experience that also just it works really well as a co-op experience. Like I was surprised at how there's so much going on, and I thought that in a co-op experience it might be a little bit too much. Like it might be a little bit too immersive. But it works really well.
100. No, I'm excited. And again, this is I feel like I was in between two minds beforehand about what extraction shooter I really wanted to get into at this point, either Marathon or Arc Raiders. But I think that kind of solved itself, you know, beginning of the show. I think that kind of solved itself a little bit in my eyes. But I'm definitely excited for Arc Raiders. The more I've seen of it, the more I've really been intrigued by the experience, and I can't wait to drop in, bro. You're gonna have to carry me, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. You're gonna be first. You know what I'm saying? When we out in the streets, you're first because them AI is serious and they don't know me. They know you, so you'll be first. But I'll be behind you. You know.
The voice chat is also like a huge game changer.
Is it? Yeah, prox chat is on.
Proximity chat. Sorry, it makes for some really funny encounters. And generally, like I think, because they've done such a good job at like just like the world building and just like how things are, how they sound, how they look, people kind of get into this roleplay state when they play the game.
Word.
Anyone that I kind of encountered and came across, you know, I'm not saying they were putting on voices and you know, making deep lore about themselves, but it was kind of like, it didn't feel like no one was sitting, like, you know, if you kill someone in COD, they're just going like, you know, call you a shitter and just cuss and swear at you. Like there wasn't any of that. It was like,
it was a lot more.
It felt
invested.
like you actually had just killed an Arc Raider. Like you know, the way that you would communicate with some of these people. It was quite interesting how people sort of perceive themselves as characters in these worlds.
That's hard, man. And again, when people take that core experience and make it a life of its own, that's when you know you have a good game on your hands. That's when people naturally get into that state and they create something out of it and synthesize on top of what you created as a studio. That's when you know, I feel like you have a successful product in some way, shape, or form. So that's dope, bro. I'm about to pull up on people like the dude from No Country for Old Men. Said flip a coin, man. Flip the coin. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get it popping on them. That's fire though. I can't wait. I'm excited.